In the heart of Anatolia, a small Turkish tribe emerged in the 13th century. Led by Osman I, they were named Ottomans in his honor. Osman was a skilled warrior and leader. He united Turkish tribes and expanded his territory. The Byzantine Empire, once mighty, was weakening. This provided an opportunity for the ambitious Ottomans. They began to capture Byzantine lands, setting the stage for their future dominance. The Ottomans were strategically located between Europe and Asia. This allowed them to control important trade routes. This control brought wealth and power to the growing empire. Their strong military and effective leadership allowed them to expand rapidly. By the mid-14th century, they had crossed into Europe. The Ottomans were here to stay, and Europe would soon learn to reckon with their might. The Ottomans continued their expansion under Murad I, Osman's successor. They incorporated the Balkans into their growing empire. The conquest of Adrianople, later renamed Edirne, was a pivotal moment. This strategic city became their new capital, marking their growing influence in Europe. The Ottomans were not invincible, however. In 1402, they faced a significant setback. Timur, also known as Tamerlane, a powerful Central Asian warlord, defeated the Ottomans at the Battle of Ankara. This defeat threw the empire into chaos. But the Ottomans were resilient. Under the leadership of Mehmed I, they reunited the empire. The early 15th century saw the Ottomans consolidating their power. They emerged from this period of turmoil even stronger and more determined. The stage was set for their most spectacular conquest, Constantinople. Ottoman society was a vibrant mix of cultures and religions. Muslims, Christians, and Jews coexisted within the empire. The Ottomans practiced religious tolerance. They allowed conquered people to maintain their faiths. This tolerance played a key role in maintaining stability within their vast realm. At the heart of Ottoman society was the millet system. Under this system, religious communities governed their own affairs. They had their own laws, courts, and leaders. This system ensured a degree of autonomy for non-Muslim subjects. However, non-Muslims often faced certain restrictions. They might have to pay additional taxes, or were excluded from certain government positions. Despite these limitations, the Ottoman Empire was remarkably diverse and tolerant for its time. It was a place where different cultures and beliefs interacted and thrived. At the head of the Ottoman Empire stood the Sultan. He was the supreme ruler, both politically and religiously. He commanded the army, made laws, and dispensed justice. His power was absolute, yet he was not above the law. He was expected to rule justly and uphold Islamic principles. The Sultan relied on a vast bureaucracy to govern the empire. Viziers, ministers, and governors carried out his orders. The Divan, a council of advisors, assisted the Sultan in making important decisions. The Janissaries, an elite infantry force, were fiercely loyal to the Sultan. They were recruited from Christian families and trained from a young age to be formidable soldiers. This complex power structure, with the Sultan at its apex, ensured the stability and longevity of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire thrived on a robust and diverse economy. Its vast territories encompassed important trade routes connecting east and west. The Ottomans controlled the flow of goods between Europe and Asia, bringing in substantial wealth. Agriculture formed the backbone of the economy. Fertile lands yielded abundant crops like wheat, barley, and grapes. This agricultural abundance not only fed the empire but also provided valuable exports. Craftsmanship flourished in Ottoman cities. Artisans produced exquisite carpets, ceramics, and textiles, renowned for their beauty and quality. The Ottomans were skilled in metalwork, producing weapons and armor that were highly sought after. This vibrant economy, fueled by trade, agriculture, and craftsmanship, made the Ottoman Empire one of the wealthiest and most powerful in the world. The capture of Constantinople in 1453 was a defining moment in Ottoman history. This monumental event marked the end of the Byzantine Empire, which had stood for over 1,000 years. The fall of this great city was not just a military victory, but a significant cultural and political shift in the region. Mehmed II, known as the Conqueror, achieved what had been considered impossible. His strategic brilliance and relentless determination led to the city's downfall. He breached the formidable walls of Constantinople, ending the Byzantine Empire. The city's defenses, which had repelled invaders for centuries, finally crumbled under his command. The city was renamed Istanbul and became the new Ottoman capital. This renaming symbolized a new era and the beginning of Ottoman dominance in the region. This conquest shocked Europe and cemented the Ottoman status as a major world power. European nations were forced to reckon with the rise of a formidable new force on their borders. The Ottomans continued their expansion under Selim I and his son, Sulayman the Magnificent. Their military campaigns extended the empire's reach and influence. Selim I conquered Egypt and Syria, bringing the holy cities of Mecca and Medina under Ottoman control. This not only expanded their territory but also their religious influence. Sulayman expanded the empire further into Europe, reaching the gates of Vienna. His campaigns in Europe were marked by both military prowess and strategic diplomacy. His reign is considered the golden age of the Ottoman Empire, marked by military triumphs, architectural marvels, and cultural flourishing. Sulayman's legacy includes not only his conquests, but also his contributions to the arts and governance. The Ottomans were at the height of their power, their influence stretching across 3 continents. Their legacy continues to shape the cultural and political landscapes of these regions to this day. By the late 16th century, the Ottoman Empire began to experience a gradual decline. This once formidable empire, which had stretched across 3 continents, was now facing numerous internal and external challenges. Internal conflicts, weak leadership and economic challenges took their toll. The central authority weakened, and local governors often acted independently, further fragmenting the empire. European powers were also growing stronger. Nations like Spain, France, and England were expanding their influence and capabilities, both militarily and economically. They challenged Ottoman dominance in trade and military affairs. European traders and military forces began to encroach on Ottoman territories, disrupting traditional trade routes and alliances. The Ottomans faced a series of defeats in wars against European powers. These defeats not only diminished their territorial holdings but also their prestige and influence on the global stage. These defeats led to territorial losses and further weakened the empire. Provinces that were once integral parts of the empire began to slip away, either through conquest or rebellion. The Industrial Revolution in Europe widened the technological gap between the Ottomans and their rivals. European nations rapidly advanced in industrial and military technology, leaving the Ottomans struggling to keep up. The Ottomans struggled to keep pace with European advancements in weaponry and technology. Their armies, once feared across the world, now found themselves outmatched and outgunned. Nationalist movements within the empire, fueled by ethnic and religious identities, threatened Ottoman unity. Various groups sought independence or greater autonomy, further destabilizing the empire. Despite attempts at reform and modernization, the empire continued to weaken throughout the 19th and early 20th centuries. Efforts to modernize the military, economy, and administration were often too little, too late. The once mighty Ottoman Empire, which had ruled for over 6 centuries, was on the brink of collapse. Its long sunset was marked by a series of struggles and setbacks that ultimately led to its dissolution. The Ottoman Empire finally came to an end after World War I, marking the conclusion of a vast and influential era in world history. Defeated on the side of the Central Powers, the empire was dismantled by the victorious Allies, leading to the signing of the Treaty of Sèvres in 1920. From its ashes rose the modern Republic of Turkey, under the leadership of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, who spearheaded the Turkish War of Independence. The Ottoman Empire left behind a rich and complex legacy, influencing various aspects of life in the regions it once controlled. For centuries it had been a major center of trade, culture, and learning, with bustling markets, caravanserais, and renowned scholars. Its architectural marvels, like the Süleymaniye Mosque and the Topkapi Palace, still stand as testaments to its former glory, attracting visitors from around the world. The Ottomans' influence can still be felt in the Balkans, the Middle East, and North Africa, where their cultural and social imprints remain evident. Their legal systems, culinary traditions, and artistic motifs continue to shape these regions, blending with local customs to create unique cultural tapestries. The Ottoman Empire may be gone, but its impact on history and its contributions to world civilization remain undeniable, influencing modern science, arts, and architecture. It serves as a reminder of the rise and fall of empires and the enduring power of cultural exchange and human endeavor which continue to shape our world today.